Hello, welcome to the Believe series. I'm Senia Maymin and I'm here with you most of the days, Monday to Friday at 11 a.m. Pacific. Today we're doing something different. Today I'm going to ask you what is most on your mind. And to the degree that I can give you some resolution with what is most on your mind, I will do so. But mainly I'm doing it to find out what you most want to hear about. What you want to hear about today, tomorrow, and the next day. We have guests here, and this is approximately our midway point of into a lot of programs. We've done about 116 episodes. So I'm taking this chance to speak with you about what's most in your mind. And then I will share 3 ideas that could propel you into action. So we're doing a little bit of a Q&A at the beginning, and then I'm sharing 3 ideas with you. All right, my question to you, what is most on your mind when you are thinking about things that you want to get done? Whether it's about work, whether it's about home, just pop into the comments. What is most on your mind? The things that are frustrating you, the things that are challenging, the things that are a little bit low level, triggering you into being out of your calm and centered space. So let me know what is on your mind and what is not so great. What is frustrating for you? I'm literally going to read off your comments, talk about them, and see which of these either I can give you a small sliver of, hey, here's something you could do, or which I could take back to the coaches. So tell me in your own words in the comments, what is frustrating you right now? Go ahead. I'm going to type it right in and let you know. All right, your answers are starting to come in, so I am going to start to read them. What is frustrating you right now? What is on your mind? What is triggering you? What would you like to have some ways of solving, some tools for solving? All right, here are some things you're saying. Thank you for giving me comments. This is what's going to help. This is how we're going to populate this show with content for you over the next few weeks. So first comment on something that is frustrating you. Helping people get along. Thank you so much for that. That is so true. It is so true that we need to help people get along. And that happens everywhere. That happens in our work life. That happens in our home life. So that is a constant. That's something that happens all the time. What else? What is on your mind that's frustrating you? That's just getting you a little, shoulders tense? What is on your mind that is not going great? And I ask this because we have coaches that specialize in productivity, in mindset, in racial equity, in parenting. So which coaches should we bring here to speak with you? All right, I'm hearing a few comments about productivity, individual productivity, just how do you get things done? Fortunately, the 3 ideas for you that I have at the end of today's session may help you with that. So how to get more done. I am with you on that. That is something that is very much on my mind regularly, regularly at work, regularly at home, regularly when I'm doing the home cleaning. So regularly on my mind, productivity. So far we have topics of helping people get along and productivity topics. What else? What's frustrating you? What do you most want to hear about? I'll give you one more moment to type in some thoughts. Things that you most want to hear about. How to make the world a better place. Yes, we want that. How to make the world a better place. What else do we have? Okay, I'm going to put this comment up. It looks like it has a few details in it. The lack of informal interactions at work. How do we deal with that now that we're in a virtual space? Great question. Thank you so much for that. And also not able to network by attending conferences in person. That is so true. And I actually, truthfully, I miss that. I miss that informal interaction that you get in the waiting room of a conference. So 2 comments here, informal interactions at work, and how do you do external networking, which is just so key to even growing your own career within your business. Thank you so much for that comment, Avinash. All right, we have another thing that you want to hear more about, which is people who may perceive me differently from how I perceive myself and want to be perceived. So let me think, what is that most about? And you know what I think, so this is Lackenzie's, so great to see you here. One thing that I think I'm hearing you say is that idea of perception is reality, and you're saying, hold on, I'm not liking perception. I want perception to be different. What do I do? So thank you. I'll summarize the 4 main topics that I'm hearing so far, and then keep giving me other content, and then we'll launch into the 3 ideas for today. 3 ideas you can walk away with. All right, I'm hearing helping people get along, daily productivity, Informal interactions, and sort of two aspects of that. One is informal interactions at work. We don't really have those hanging out around the lunchroom meetings so much, or bumping into each other. And informal interactions externally, like conferences. And the last comment I'm hearing is perceptions of you. In a sense, I'm also hearing that that might be about your brand. How do you come across? And tell me if that's what you meant or not. Okay, thank you for those comments. I will reach back to our plethora of coaches and find out who is the best expert to come and present that. I'll also announce it in a link. So if you're following me or if you're connected with me, you will see when these future programs are coming up. Welcome to today. Today, we're going to do 3 concise ideas that could just nudge you into motivation, just nudge you into taking action. I think about this all the time. I have days when I feel like I'm on fire and I just knock off big things, strategic things, and minor things on my to-do list. So I have days when I'm moving fast. And then I have days when I wonder about these things. So let's get right to the 3 questions that could spur you into action. And there are lots and lots, but here are 3. What is your springboard action? So I think of a springboard action, and actually while I show this, I will also demonstrate a beautiful video for you. I used to love springboard diving. I did this when I was in high school. This is a reel of 5 phenomenal divers. I loved springboard diving. So I'm just going to show you some incredible dives over history. A springboard action is something that can get you into more actions. So imagine that you're taking some action that's a springboard to other future things down the road. Let me show you the ones over here of the incredible performers over here at around 1:20. Okay, so you can watch this while I talk about it. First of all, I'm actually part of an incredible network of entrepreneurs, women entrepreneurs, called Springboard Enterprises. So I've always been partial to that term, to springboard. I really love it. But really, what is your springboard action? And you can think about that as that action that really gets you to do more things, to do much more than you might have otherwise. Springboard action. I'll tell you my springboard action. My springboard action is getting to bed right after the kids get to bed. If I have gotten to bed right after the kids get to bed, I'm in good shape. So within a half hour after the kids get to bed. If I don't, so if I decide this is a great time to do some strategic planning online, I will be up for a couple of hours. Not great. So my springboard action is if I'm in bed, once the kids are in bed, I can get up early at 4:35. I love that. I love doing strategic, creative things in the morning at that time. But if I don't get up to bed, the following day is not as great for me. So that's my springboard action. What is yours? For some people, it's literally just having the kitchen countertop clean or having a clean work area. What is your springboard action that once you do it, other things just start to trickle in and fall into place? That's question 1. Question 2, this comes from BJ Fogg and Tiny Habits. He really advocates that you think about 3 habits that you can change at the same time, that you can start at the same time. So it might be that I'm going to get into jump roping. All of these examples, you're hearing a lot about me. I might get into jump roping, and I might play more guitar while my kids are practicing their violin, and I might start eating more veggies. So how can you put those 3 together? Maybe you decide that right before dinner, you do jump roping. Right after dinner, you do a little of guitar playing. And at dinner, you make sure you double your usual veggie load. But that means you're doing them all. So there's something a little magical about thinking about 3 habits together. Even though, as you saw, these are 3 completely different habits. None of these were business related. For example, a business related habit that I love, but I haven't quite made into a habit, is to have 2 hours of long planning time. If I have that 3 times a week, I'm golden, but I don't always do that. So if I want that, and I want jump roping, and I want green vegetables, how can I put those together? So that's question number 2. So far we have, what's your springboard action, the action that leads you to other actions? What are 3 habits that you want to start together? And a third question, just for today, for right now, sit back and just consider, who is someone who has inspired you lately? It could be something you read about. It could be someone you really know well, someone in your family, a friend. It could be someone who you're peripherally seeing, a teacher for one of your kids, a colleague that you don't interact with as much. Who has done something that's inspired you lately? Often that's a nice trigger. It's a nice trigger to get us into the mindset of, hey, this is possible. Maybe it's someone, I'll tell you, a good friend of mine, I won't call out her name because I don't know if she wants me to, but she, on her birthday this year in the summer, she completed her 100th Peloton cycle. She timed it, she got her Peloton, she timed it, so she completed her 100th one right in the middle of the summer on her birthday. That's cool. That kind of thing is very cool. So who has inspired you lately? I will read off one of your comments, which is, okay, wonderful. You're saying thanks for the Springboard actions. Oh my gosh. Is your name pronounced Andrea? Andrea? I'll say Andrea for now, but tell me if that's wrong. So Andrea, thank you for saying that. When I feel off kilter, I remember what my Springboard action is. So for me, that one is effective. What is your takeaway so far? Today was a short one. It was just 3 actions to get you into taking action. 3 actions to get you into taking action. What is your takeaway? It can be something you thought. It can be something I said. It can be something you wrote in the comments. What's your takeaway for right now? And as you let me know, I will put all 3 back up on the screen briefly. What's your Springboard action? An action that gets you to do other actions that are great for you. What are 3 habits you want to start together? Even if they're very different, how can you think of what you want and then clump them together in a funny way, which also makes that more memorable? And who is someone who has inspired you lately? Thank you so much for joining us today. Thank you for letting me know what's on your mind. I will go back to the coaches and we will bring you the people who are experts on these topics. Delightful to spend this morning with you. See you again. We're here again the rest of the week, which is Monday to Friday, 11 a.m. Pacific for 20 minutes. All the best, and thank you.